All right, so this is Bookmap inside Thinkorswim. As far as I can tell so far, you can change pretty much everything the same as you can if you pay the 100 or 140 bucks for Bookmap display. It's 40 bucks if you want the full data. You can try it for free in Thinkorswim. Just go to charts and click Bookmap. It'll give you a couple free symbols. You can try it with full data for free. And then if you want to buy CME data and all data that Bookmap supports, it's 40 bucks a month. That's it. Also, there's new Nano futures coming out. There's Nano NNQ and there's Nano NES, I think it is. It starts on the 24th of August this month. August 24th, 26th. They're supposed to be live. I don't know if your trading platform will have them, but they're live. They're going live then. So in Bookmap, you can change pretty much everything. The only thing I've ran into so far, like if you want to change this font, which is freaking horrible, you can change it, but it changes. You got to change it in the Thinkorswim settings. In other words, it'll change all of these fonts here on Thinkorswim. You can change the color and I think the font style. I couldn't find any color or anything that looked any better, so I just left it. I was trying to, you see these little white lines? I was trying to get where I could see the white lines better, but it's just impossible. You're just hidden behind the numbers. That's the white line represents one buyer or seller, one order. So of all these orders here, 161, one of them is like 70. So there's one large order for about 70 contracts, or just under half of that. That's what that white line is telling you. So if you see them way out here, you know it's institutions. Usually it's about 30, 40% institution, and I guess the rest small orders. Doesn't mean they're institutions, but you know what I mean. So that's that. You can change, the main settings are here. But I found out that I think some settings you can't get to on here are here. You just right click in here, configure column, and you can do some weird stuff. You can move it all around. You can do bars only. See, there's the white lines there. You do bars only, which is probably what I should do, but I use it as a dome. I like looking at the numbers. So that's that. Let's see, what else can you do? What did I do now? I gotta change it back to bars and numbers. Okay, you can change this. The same thing with this. I took off the numbers. I don't use them. It's cumulative. It always looks the same. Why? I don't even know why I have it on there. This right here tells you the story. This is from the session start. By the way, you can set the session start. I set it for 8 o'clock because at 8 o'clock or 8:30, there's a lot of big funds on Wall Street set their orders for the day. And that's why you always see a spike up or run down at around 8 o'clock. This morning, I came in here to look and they started at 7 o'clock. I'm like, damn, I missed a huge run. But usually it's 8 o'clock. So you can do all that. It's kind of annoying here how they got two of these, but you can change these. You don't have to have two cobs. You can change them to something else. Where did I see that at? Current order book. Right here. Oh yeah, I got maximum depth set. Otherwise it'll just go up forever. I'm just trying to save on some data here so I can run a little faster. So look, you click this and you can change it to whatever you want. Look, there's volume. Same thing, trades counter. A lot of people have like all four columns out and it's the same information. I don't know why they want to look at the same information over and over. Quotes counter, like if I put the numbers on this, a lot of these, it'll be exactly the same. This is the quotes counter. That's the same as the other one we had, the initial one, session accumulated. It's the same thing. I can't move the column right now. The session accumulated, I mean, who wants to look at that? I'll probably just remove this. I don't even use it. So let me right click in here again, configure column. Show POC on chart. Point of control, whatever that is. I just like the VWAP. I don't really need the point of control. I guess that's the price. No, it's not the price. It's the point of control. I guess it's the mid price from bid and sell. But anyway, let's see. Let's change this. See what else we got. Quotes delta. That's freaking spat. That give me epilepsy right there. I'm not doing that. Time and sales. I mean, people that say oh, I'm gonna read the tape. Yeah, I'm reading it. Yeah, you're reading the tape, all right. You're reading the tape in your mind. You ain't reading that crap. I mean, in the old days when that's all we had, you could see it flashing green or red, but you couldn't see the freaking numbers. It's ridiculous. People say they can read the tape. Get real. I'll probably just remove this. It's just another thing to distract your eyes, and it doesn't do anything. Of course, it's always more sellers up top and more buyers, and it always looks exactly like that. This is the only thing that's, if I wanted to change it, let me change it to, I like Delta, but I can't find it on here. Quotes Delta. It's too, I don't know why they're deltas like that. It should be just like this. What I'm looking for is this right here, only to show the difference. I don't know how to get that. Some of this stuff makes no sense. Range volume. I don't know. It's misleading. Oh, look at all the green volume. We must be going up. Actually, for the session, it's a lot more red volume. We've been trending down all day. We are bouncing a little bit, but it's confusing. This might be helpful. Maybe I'll leave this on. It's not so mesmerizing. It's kind of like a volume delta, I guess you could call it. It's the you can I didn't realize at first you can change either one of these. I use session accumulated because I don't want to see all through the night. I just set the session to start at 8 o'clock, and the trades counter, and then it sits right here. So basically, what it is, it's every trade that took place at that price level. So 4,153 trades at, if you can run your eyes over here and figure out where. Maybe I could flip it and put it over here. I don't know. We just got a 10-point spike while I was sitting here looking at this. I don't trust it though. Something might have changed. Look at these orders moving in here, chasing it up. It hit this right here, spiked up. It's just the chart. I can't see it's taking off. Looking at the chart, I don't see it taking off. All right, so here's something. You can go here, click add a column, and you can add all this stuff. Oh my God. This is what I'm talking about. Look at how many columns you can add. This is what people have. Oh my God. I might use this. This is kind of what I wanted. I'll remove the lines off here because it just makes it where I can't read the numbers. It's the same thing. It's called market depth. And you can remove the background color. And that way I can see the larger orders. By the way, I have it set to 10% is the minimum it'll show. It has to be more than 10% of the total volume of whatever price it is. And then it'll show a white line on here. If I set more than that, like if I go up to 20% or 50, the lines start dropping out. So that's called market depth. I might use that. I'm going to remove these. This one's called last trade, but I think it's just for trading from here. Because here's all your mouse shortcuts and everything like that. I'm not trading. I don't trade from Thinkorswim. Every time I've tried to trade from Thinkorswim, there's a huge delay. At Trader Workstation, instant. I mean, I click the boom, I'm in. So I just click I use the ladder and I can click way up here or wherever I want because, as we're trading the MMQ, it's shooting around. And I'll get the best price fill every time. Sometimes I keep my trades open here where I can see what I got filled. And I get outstanding fills. It's instantaneous. But the weird thing is, if I'll set a stop up here on Trader Workstation and it's with the MNQ, it'll fly back and forth through it and it won't activate. But if I click it, it'll give me the best price fill instant. But anyway, I'm not. This is last trade. I'm not going to use that. Look, I got to show you something. Now, remember I told you a minute ago we just had a 10-point spike, but I don't trust it. It turned out to be a, God dang, did you see that? 77.10. It's a 10-point spike, and look at it dumping off. It was just a liquidity hack. I don't trust this thing, man. We're in a downtrend all day. It's just chopping now. Look, this is what, when I first started, I've been trading for 9 years, but mostly it's always stocks. But I just started trading futures 3 or 4 or 5 months ago. And you got to trade this thing so slow. It's like watching ice melt, or like people say, watching paint dry. You got to look, because if you go in here at 2 minute or 5 minute, you're like, it's breaking out. And yeah, you can scalp it. That's how I started trading. I was scalping 5 and 10-point moves. It almost always, on a good day, would almost always move 10 points. And then occasionally you get a 10 or 15, a 10 to 20-point move, and you scalp it. I would be taking 10 to 20 contracts on the MES, or a couple contracts on the ES. But I just got tired of scalping. It's like constantly all day. It was too stressful and just too much work. So I started looking at this thing. I'm like, man, I could just take 1 or 2 contracts, set a stop, and walk away and go with my day and look at it on my phone and make twice as much money. Because the thing moves in huge ranges. You just got to trade it. The trade is so freaking slow. It's ridiculous. So here we are at 8, when I told you it took off right here. 740. I came in at 8 for the 8 o'clock. I came in here. No, I came in right here. I was sitting here right here. I'm like, man, I should short this. I go, no, it's going to bounce off here. I'm not going to short it. I'll wait and see what happens. If it bounces back up here, I'll short it. It came back up to here. I come back in. I'm like, yeah, I don't know. It's probably, I got to wait for it to come. Boom, there it went. Normally this is not till 8:30, but there you go, 8:20. Look at that draw. I could have been done for the day. I wouldn't even be trading. I mean, I am done, but I'm just saying. And then look at this flag. So you'll think it's running back up. And yeah, you can trade these. People trade these. Look at this hammer candle. So they enter right here over the candle, 688. If you waited it all the way out, cut it on the very tip, 98, 108, 15 points. There you go. There's your trade. But most likely you're going to miss it. It's going to start fading. You're going to go, damn. I mean, I wouldn't take it. Look at the resistance right here. Fades down. You're going to get 10, 20 points. So yeah, that's a trade. You can trade them off the bottom one. That's what I traded today. Actually, I traded it short out of here. You know, here's the open right here. It already fell and rebounded. That's the other thing. When it at 8 o'clock or 8:30, I don't know which it is, but today, like I said, it started at freaking 7 o'clock. The big boys adjust their orders. Whatever it does, it will always retrace. I've never seen it not retrace in the last 2 or 3 months that I've noticed this. So in other words, it dumped off. I'm all pissed off. I missed the move. Boom. There's a hammer candle. Retraces almost all the way back to the entry point. Well, it did now. Look, retraced and failed off it to the exact entry point where I would have entered anyway. Yeah, you got to wait all freaking day, which I don't like. I would have rather entered here, got this quick move and been done at before the market even opened at 8:10, or sitting here with a huge amount of money, willing to risk 10 or 20% of it to try to knowing that it retraces, take another small trade and trace it back. Session range quotes counter. I'm not going to sit here and look at that. The hell? I don't want that. Oh, they got, I'm just looking at different stuff they got here. Chart range trades counter. Session range trade counter. Nothing else is really worth anything. I'm leaving it like this. I just found out how I want it. Maybe I could put these at the center. Let's do that. I don't like how it's jammed up against here. I can't remove them. There's no way to put a space that I can find. All right, here's how I'm going to run it. So what I did, I added a column and I made it market depth right here. I took the numbers off and just kept the lines. Remember the lines, I'm going to make this column wider. The lines are one order, how much one order is taking up